Sidney Crosby and the Penguins, Tim, visit Connor McDavid and the Oilers. Just the 5th time they've faced each other. Crosby has a perfect record, 4-0 against arguably his heir. The question has been debated a lot lately. Who's the best player in the NHL/Earth? And while there's no definitive answer, although I think I know, it seems clear Crosby and McDavid, or McDavid and Crosby, are 1A, 1B, or 1B, 1A.
Well, people were throwing Matthews in there.
Yeah, very few guys in the league that you would say, okay, I've got to buy tickets to go to the game to watch this guy play. Crosby and now Connor McDavid.
Two of the best players on the planet.
His speed stands out the most.
That's that F1 speed right there.
On a break, McDavid scores! Sidney Crosby said, hey, wait a second. Don't forget about me.
Crosby to the goal. He scores!
Sidney Crosby, best player on the planet.
The best player in the
He's
world.
the best player in the
He's
world.
the best player in the world.
Obviously, he's the best player in the world, and he's won basically everything there is to win.
If you're even with him, you're in big trouble. So you better make sure you're a step ahead.
McDavid cuts in, scores! More McDavid magic.
Someone I grew up idolizing, and he's a pretty good guy to try and follow.
This is one of the most spectacular young players to come into the National Hockey League in a long, long time.
It was a good chance for me to kind of measure myself against the best player in the world.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Fighting words.
Best player in the world.
Not really. Should be fun at Rogers Place tonight. Tim, is it safe to say McDavid has assumed the mantle, and this is a passionate discussion, the mantle as the best player in the game?
I would say that it is safe to assume that he is assumed the mantle. But is it for the year? Like, how would we determine what you're looking for in this moment for best player on planet Earth? Like, are we talking about if you draft a team, you take him first overall because that's where you want to build your team around? Because if that's the case, given the age, given the back-to-back 100-point seasons, I'm taking Connor McDavid. But if you offered me one game, winner take all, who's your first draft pick for that game, I think I might still go with the guy who has won 3 cups, the guy who has 2 Conn Smythe awards, the guy who has the golden goal, the 2 Olympic gold medals, the guy who has done it time in and time again. I think I go with Sidney Crosby. If it's just one game, I still think I'm on the Sidney Crosby band. That golden goal, even though he probably wasn't the best player in that tournament either.
Thanks, IOC.
Yeah, we're not allowed to show it.
Thanks, IOC.
We're going to show you pictures of it.
Hey, pictures are way better than video. Don't you know that?
Conn Smythe versus the guy with 1 career playoff series win, I think I have to go with Crosby for 1 game, but you're safe to assume that if I was drafting a team, you start with a player right now, it's Connor McDavid.
But what if, okay, how about we talk about 1 year? Not a game, not the rest of their career, this season.
Right.
Does that change the equation at all?
It would be easy to sit here and say yes for argument's sake on a sports talk show. Like if we were skipping Stephen A, I would just say, all right, let's go at it. But the nuance on this is really important, right? Like, what team are you putting him on? Like, is it an already established team?
Does he have a Malkin or doesn't he have a Malkin?
Right. Because if it's the already established team, I'm going with Sidney Crosby still.
Right.
If the team is crap and you want him to drag him into the postseason, then I think I'm going with Connor McDavid. But the nuance on this makes the conversation. However, if we want to strip all nuance from it and just yell at each other, we can do that too.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I know there's people that look at Crosby's resume and they can't let go. Like, they can't quit them some Sid.
Well,
right?
yeah, I just rhymed off why I would take him in a game.
No, but you're looking at different aspects of this. There are people in this country who cannot turn the page on this. Sidney Crosby is still the best player in the world in their mind. He is still the guy with the cabinet full of stuff. And because his cabinet's full of stuff, he's the guy who's #1 in the world.
Well, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
But what if you're the only man on that roster? Like, let's remember what Connor McDavid has just done here as a kid.
Right.
Not some 28 or 9-year-old. As a kid.
Yeah, he's 21 now.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, he's on like Milan Lucic had a goal over 46 games to end last season.
Right.
This is the level of teammate on the ice, no personal attacks. I'm talking statistically, he is playing with.
He's got Leon. Oh, sorry, never mind. Continue.
He's got Ryan Nugent.
Nugent Hopkins finishes the season pretty well.
He gets a huge.
No, he started the season.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
Where's that been for the majority of the time?
Right.
He's got right. Strong. Connor McDavid has done things I've never seen Sidney Crosby do, physically and statistically. There is no question in my mind. This is not a question. I get upset that this is even debated. He is faster than Sidney Crosby ever was.
Okay, that's the one. What's the rest?
He's more skilled than Sidney Crosby ever was. He can carry a team more like Sidney Crosby ever has been able to.
What?
We just acknowledge he has no teammates.
Yes.
And he got them to a playoff once in the last 2 years. That was a miracle in hindsight. That was a minor miracle.
Okay, continue.
Connor McDavid is the best player in the world. I have never seen Sidney Crosby be this good in my life. I've never seen Sidney Crosby
in his rookie year had 102 points. He had 120 points in his second season.
Not as a 20-year-old.
Sorry?
Not as a 20-year-old.
In his first season in the NHL.
Right.
First overall pick, 102. Second season, 120.
Well, he had better players than Connor McDavid did.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Right. Malkin was there.
You cannot ignore that fact. That is everything in this debate.
Okay.
And anyone's still hanging on to the Sidney Crosby thing. I'm not saying Crosby can't beat Washington again in the Metro Final and get to another cup. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Connor McDavid is setting a different level for everybody.
Okay.
Financially, he got his.
Yeah.
God bless Sidney's $8.7 million a year, but Connor McDavid helped out the PA a bit as well.
Right.
He is far and away. And Austin Matthews, the more I think about this Austin Matthews thing, stop it. It's not even close.
The second leading scorer in Sidney Crosby's rookie year on the Pittsburgh Penguins when he had 102 points, and I hate to bring stats to your argument, but whatever.
Shoot.
Was Sergei Gonchar with 58 points.
Sergei Gonchar is better than any player currently on the Oilers. Don't even start with that. Sergei Gonchar, they would kill. Oh, he's not. Adam Larson's as good as Sergei Gonchar? We're going to go down this road? Really? Really,
I
Timmy?
just gave you a number.
No. Sergei Gonchar is better than
scorer.
anyone Connor McDavid has played with.
Okay,
better than anybody.
Mario Lemieux was on the team, so you're right. He had a great team.
Ty Ratty's just as good as
Mark
Mario
Recchi, who is what? How old was he at that point?
52.
52. Yeah,
Mark
was
Recchi
on that
played
team. I understand. He had 44 more points than anyone else on the team.
He lived with Mario Lemieux. The residue of 66 is just dripping all over Sidney like some magic pixie dust.
I know you want to make this like a statement and an exclamation point.
It's not a statement when it's true in life.
I'm just bringing the numbers.
I'm not cracking any Da Vinci codes here.
Right.
Connor McDavid's the best player in the world, and watch the Penguins win 7-0 tonight.
Season number 2, he had 120 points.
That's all great. I'm not saying it's not great. It's not good enough.
He had 110 PIMs in his rookie year. Did you know that?
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
He had 110 PIMs?
110 PIMs.
Wasn't he for like the Lady Bing that year? What a ruse.
I don't know.
Anyway, Sportsnet won tonight. It's going to be worth your time. The Matthews people have to stop. It's ridiculous. It was momentary insanity. It had no basis in fact.
No, he's
stop.
Okay. You need to stop.
No, you got to stop that.
He scored 40 goals in his rookie year when no one was scoring 40 goals.
He's the only guy scoring 40 goals in the world? He's the only guy scoring 40 goals?
How many people scored 40 goals when he scored 40 in his rookie year?
Not a ton, but there were others.
In his rookie year.
Right.
Right.
But he's not leading the league in scoring.
But he's showing flashes of being one of those elite guys.
Come on.
And that's what they're excited about.
Well,
would it surprise you?
Let him be excited.
Would it surprise you if Austin Matthews was at some point in his career the best player in the league?
No, he's got that juice.
Right. So that's, I think, what people are excited about.
But we're not.
You just get so
yet.
upset about everything. Everything is so passionate. Everything is so black and white. I believe that these numbers may argue a couple of different points. Sidney Crosby and what he's done in his career.
Hey, Sergei Gonchar is never going to be Oscar Klefbom.
Right.
But he'll be close. Give me a break.
Listen, Sergei Gonchar is a great coach now, but
Sergei Gonchar was a very good hockey player.
Yeah, he was a decent offensive hockey player. He was almost as good as Thomas Caberlet. Come on. I like Gonchar. Sorry, that's not fair.
Hold on.
That's not fair.
In the list of greatest Leafs, wasn't Caberlet like 7th?
I don't know.
Do you remember that list?
Yeah.
That was the best list of all time.
The poor Leafs, they put out this, here are the best players in the history of our franchise.
9.
And all it did was make the rest of the league go, oh my God, these guys suck.
Like so many people worked so hard on that list, and then they released the list, and everyone laughed for a week.
Right.
Everyone else just laughed at the list for a week.